Hi everyone, Anna here and welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking about my CF equipment. Now we're going to start with the small stuff and then move on to the bigger stuff. So first, we're going to start with the inhalers. This one is called Albuterol, and this one is called Flovent. So with these, shake them up, then you puff twice with them each. They both have like a little number count on the back to see how many puffs you have left. For the Flovent, I don't know why its cap is attached to it, or Albuterol doesn't have it. This is a more common one because a lot of asthma patients use this to help open up their lungs. And Flovent helps kind of cap everything. So you'd start your treatment with this and then end it with this. But you can take these straight. But this thing is called a spacer. So what you do with a spacer, take your cap off, your little puffer, stick it in here, shake, 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 uncap this one, puff it, and then inhale. So instead of all of the medicine going straight into your mouth and pretty much staying in your mouth, the puffer allows it to travel through instead of just resonating in your mouth. You're actually inhaling more of the medicine. So those are those three. You can use both puffers on that. Next, we have our regular nebulizer. Now, you got where the air tube is. You hook up the little air tube for the nebulizer. You put the medicine in here. Your little cap off. And that simple nebulizer. Now, the Aerobica is something special because, now when I focus with the light, what's special about this is kind of like a mini version of the vest. But instead of having to do just the vest by itself, you can do your neb and your vest at the same time. So you can take the mouthpiece off of the neb and hook it up to this end right here. So it sounds like this. So you can inhale your medicine and do the vest at the same time. It has a little intensity meter right there. So if I do it on the lightest setting, it sounds like this. It sounds very breathy and easy to blow out. And then if I move to 5, it sounds much harder, and you can definitely feel it better in your chest. For me personally, I keep it at 3 because I don't need it too intense or too easy, just a good middle road. But yeah, you can do your vest and your neb at the same time. Now, this thing, its nickname is called the Pickle, but its actual name is called the Acapella, and very similarly to the Aerobica, this is like a mini version of the vest. But instead of having the cool feature of hooking up the neb to it on the end, you have to do this by itself. This is what it sounds like. Now, for a full treatment with this, you would do 10 puffs for 3 rounds. So round 1, 10 puffs or breaths or whatever you want to call it, and then so on and so forth. This also has an intensity changer. So down here, you twist this down here, turn it all this way. This is what it sounds like. That's the lightest setting for the Aerobica, and then twist it this way. It's kind of harder to hear, but that's more intense. You can definitely feel it. But yes, this is another mini version of the vest, but without the very cool feature of having your neb with it. So lastly, for our small equipment needed, this is the CFRD blood glucose testing kit. So it's very similar to any regular glucose testing kit. You have your little finger pricker right here that can also change the intensity because not everyone needs a hard intensity when it comes to pricking your finger. You got your little glucose monitor reader right there, and of course your testing strip. So take a testing strip out like so. You insert it like that, do your little prick, and then it would think about what your blood sugar is going to be. But it's thinking about blood, but since there is no blood to give, it's just going to think forever. So that is the glucose test. Okay, our next smaller item that I didn't have with me was the Toby Pod inhaler. This is another inhalable medicine. It comes with 2 of these, a daytime and a nighttime. And what it is, not like an inhaler, it's not like a nebulizer, it's a powder. So instead of it being a straight air, like an inhaler or a liquid solution, a nebulizer, it is a powder. So what you do is you take it out of its little protective casing, you unscrew the top, take one of the pills, stick it in here, screw it back on, press this button, it pierces the pill, and then you take 2 breaths, discard the pill, and then change to the next one. An entire dose of Toby is 4 capsules. You typically do this like after your main treatment, so it's just an extra, little extra added boost for those who have Pseudomonas. So that. All right, next we're moving on to the bigger machinery now. Again, here's a nebulizer. Here's the actual pump that pumps the air. This one right here is because, you know, all this like giant equipment, as you can see, isn't necessarily the nicest way to travel. So like, along with Biggle saying this is a like mini version of the vest, there is a portable version of the nebulizer. It's a lot smaller in comparison to the big one. Still has the same tubes. It does come with its own little neb, but you can bring, of course, your regular one, whatever is easiest for you. But it does come with its own little tubing and stuff like that, since it is a different brand of machinery. But yeah, it's much easier to travel with this itty bitty one instead of our large one. So our large one that stays at home looks like this. Has its cord, and you can put its tubing right here. Go into your tubing, and it holds the little nebulizers right here, so that's nice. If you need to like take a break or switch out your medicines, put your tube at the bottom like so. Have your medicine on top, and then the switch is right here. That's what it sounds like. So that is what the neb sounds like. Typically, you can do it like the range, like as long as your treatment, so let's say your treatment for the vest is 20 minutes long. You can do it for 20 minutes long or until the medicine runs out, pretty much. So yes, that is the neb machine. Next we have our big old vest. So again, mini version of this. So we have the actual compressor itself, you have your tubes, I'm smack myself in the face with, and then your actual vest. So what you do is you put your vest on, and I'll demonstrate this all at the end. Put your vest on, you take your tubes, and you put them in like so, on your vest, then come around to the front, you're on the machine, and if your machine's already preset, you can hit, you know, whatever, normal or custom. Ours is custom. Ugh, I can't see. And we do PGMA new, like that, 10 hertz for 10 minutes. Press on. Sounds like that. Stop to pause. I realized one of my tubes came out. And I'll put the tubes in so you guys can hear what it sounds like. The tube in the vest. Like so. Turn it back on. So as you can see, the tubes pump up this vest, like so. Pretty much just pounding on our chest like that to break up all the mucus and stuff like that. But imagine for 10 to 20 minutes, or however long your treatment can be, because it can go up to like an hour or even more, depending on how bad your CF is treating you. You have this, you have this. Turn this on, and turn this on. Hear that? It is very loud, and it's very hard to hear things. It is a very, very loud process, but it's necessary for the CF care. So those are all our different parts individually. Now let's put them all together and see what an actual step-by-step process of using all this equipment is like. talk through this one because it's easier to talk through. It's very similar when you're using the aerobica and the neb. Pretty much, just, again, start with your albuterol and your spacer. Put your 2 medications in here, one at a time, like I said. You do this for your 10 minutes, so 10 minutes on the first one, 10 minutes on the second one. Finish up, do your total pod inhaler, and then you close it out with your Fluid. So, pretty similar, just different sizes and machinery and noise level. So that is all my equipment, how you use it, the entire process of my treatment. I hope you guys learned something about this. For me personally, I have to do all of this, depending on doing the aerobic or however, what process I'm doing. I have to do it twice a day. So that is 40 minutes altogether of doing this entire process, which may seem like a lot. Honestly, it could be worse. Some people have to do it for an hour at a time. When I was in the hospital, I had to do it for 30 minutes every 4 hours. So it is different for everyone, but it is something we have to do to keep ourselves healthy, but it's definitely worth it. And it's not impossible to do things while you're doing the treatment. I mean, sure, if you're like in high school and you're doing your treatment while doing homework, yes, your writing can be a little bit jiggly, but you learn how to work through that. A lot of the times people can just watch TV, read a book, listen to music, whatever they need to do during their treatments, but it is possible to do stuff while doing a treatment. So this is the entire process. Here's all the medical equipment, and like I said, I hope you guys learned something new today about a CF patient, because just because we look like a normal person doesn't mean our life is like a normal person. So hope you guys enjoyed learning about the equipment and the different medicines and stuff like that. If you have any questions about the equipment or the process or anything like that, feel free to leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. If you want more videos about like the process, like I plan on doing a day in the life of CF patients, so you'll get to see all this cool stuff in action and what I get to do. So look out for that. I believe it's going to be closer to the end of May. But anyways, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Comment down below any questions, anything that you found interesting about the video. I'd happy to see if you have a CF patient in your life, or if you are a CF patient. I'd love to hear what your process is like, or how you do the whole treatment thing. It's different for everyone. Subscribe if you would like to learn more about CF and just the wacky things I do on this channel. And I will see you all next time. Later, love bugs.